want you to sell me hopes.
We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, how's everybody? Okay. How's everybody? Hopefully everybody's weekend went well. Did your weekend go well? Maybe I feel a little funny. Hold on. Sorry, I have to adjust my liners. And then have to check them, double check them, because I triple check them before I come on, and then all of a sudden, like, I'll have lipstick on them. And it's like, really? But that issue isn't as bad as it used to be because my teeth don't stick out as far. Just the truth. So, what we got going on today is we're going to... Oh, thank you, Happy Latina. So, hey, sis, looking gorgeous as usual. Thanks for everything. Oh, you're so welcome, sweetheart. No problem. No problem at all. So, what we got going on is we've got a black lady who has been running a TikTok channel. And she's said on her channel that she is a licensed therapist. And, you know, she's a working licensed therapist, counselor, whatever. But her TikTok, the majority of her TikTok videos are directed at men, black men specifically, in a very derogatory way, in a very misandrist way. I'm going to play a couple of clips of hers just so you guys can get the concept, because I went to her actual TikTok page. I didn't just look at the video that went viral. I actually went and just did a little bit of a survey of her entire page, just to get an overall concept of the kind of content that she typically does, just to see if the viral video was outside of her norm. Was it her norm, or what was going on with it? So, not going to waste too much time, but to be a you know what? I'm going to save my commentary I want you to keep in mind, this is a professional therapist. This is her profession. She's not just a content creator that has an opinion that you may or may not follow. But people will come to her, as others in her field, in order to help them get their lives together, to help them get different perspectives, to help them heal, maybe from different traumas or whatever the case may be, depression or anxiety or whatever other condition that they might be suffering from on an emotional, behavioral, or mental level. Thank you, Theo Johnson. Thank you so much. So, you know what? I'm just going to let you all we're going to watch a couple of clips, okay? Couple of clips, just so you can get the feel. And I want you to take in everything that you see. We're going to put our detective hats on today, everybody. Just look at everything. Here's one. I'm going to have to start it over. Let me start this one over.
I got a question.
Oh, by the way, just for everyone to know, this one has colorful language. So this clip is only like a minute long or whatever. But she has language in each of these clips. So I'm going to need everybody to just be aware of it, okay? And now that since I got this all paused, just take a look at her background. I mean, just look at it. Just look at her background and then look at her. Okay, we're going to play it.
And don't fuck me. But why do y'all fake emotional connection just to clap bitches' cheeks? I just wanted to fuck you. I didn't want you to sell me hopes and dreams of us talking in 5 years. I didn't want you to tell me how much you make and introduce me to your kids. I just wanted the cheeks. Why did you fake? Now I gotta talk about your punk ass in therapy. I gotta tell this bitch why I hate you so much. Why? I just wanted to fuck. And you made it weird. Now I gotta grieve your ass. Now I gotta tell my homegirls I miss him. And the shit was weak anyway. I just wanted to see what it did and see what it does to see what it do. And you wanted to play Scooby-Doo. Well, the mystery is you wasted my fucking time, bitch. Stop doing it. I got a question.
All right. So we got that one out of the way. Now I'm going to, this is the one that everybody was sort of talking about. Okay. They were talking about this one and then they were talking about this one. So we're going to take a real quick look at this one.
A couple days ago, Psychology Today released this article about the rise of lonely single men.
Please, with all your spirit gusto, go click back on that video. I've been telling y'all motherfuckers that y'all are going to be single for the rest of your fucking life if you do not increase your emotional communication skills.
Once again, take a look at the background. We on our detective stuff today, everybody. Just a little quick look at the background. You see a bunch of crap everywhere. Look at her. Her hair need rebraiding at the root. She got a little mini fro growing at the root. And listen, let me tell you something. I may present things in a fairly humorous way at times. Sounds like a roast. Maybe you can take it that way, maybe not. It's really not meant to be delivered that way. But we're just observing everything that's going on. Outside of the mess, it actually seemed like she might live in a decent apartment or whatever. Certainly, if she's a therapist and has been a working therapist, she can afford a decent apartment. She should be able to. Okay. But this is apparently her bedroom. She's got the closet door open back there. She's got piles of clothes on the floor. She's got open chest of drawers, though they're ajar, so you can see the mess inside of there. She's got on little biker shorts. Now, what you're gonna notice in these videos is she doesn't ever have any underwear on. She never has on a bra. She never has on underwear. The thing about it is, not only does she not have it on, I do believe she takes it off for TikTok, because you can't pay me to believe that this is just how this woman walks around, or she shows up at the office that way with noticeably no bra and no underwear. But just listen.
Emotional intelligence or any of these things. The Psychology Today article that my good sis is referencing is nothing but proof that these podcast alpha male bullshit ass father issue heaven ass motherfuckers is forcing y'all to a lifetime of singleness. I keep seeing on this bullshit ass app that women have these poor attitudes and all this other bullshit, when men truly just need to extend their emotional vocabulary so they can flourish and have meaningful, healthy relationships. But instead, y'all listening to these Kevin Samuel ass motherfuckers, and it's leaving you 50 and alone. Fix it.
She pretty much grabs her crotch. The masculinity is out of this world. I want you to take a look before I click on any other video. That was the one that really started going viral. And then the next one after that. And then I'm going to go to the apologies and all of that crap. But if you take a look underneath her name, says therapist, artist, jeweler. I didn't see jewelry or artwork. She's 27. She goes by the pronouns, quote unquote, she, her. She got the little rainbow flag over there. And then her little tagline says, I am simply chaotic. We see, sis. We see, sis. We see it. Now, here's the next video after the one I just played, where she's sort of responding to somebody. Listen, look at how this chick is dressed. Look at her. It's still messy. I promise you my bedroom don't look like this on a day I'm rushing around. But you showed up to the world. This is worldwide. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. These social media outlets worldwide. Now, I'm not going to play this whole thing because I don't need to. It's like 3 minutes. So we don't need to play the whole thing. But just take a look.
Love it here. First off, y'all bitches is smart. This is the exact The comment says, I wish men would understand that emotional intelligence is so important because of how much clarity/security it would bring to your lives. Y'all think bitches just be talking in y'all ear just to be fucking talking. We don't. Y'all think bitches just want to argue with y'all because y'all refuse to expand your emotional vocabulary. We don't. It's to provide clarity for both us and y'all dusty bitches. Let me stop. This shit really truly irks me because when I say you need to expand your emotional vocabulary, it's so your life can be easier. Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch? I think yes, right? Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. Bitches is not tolerating that. Like it used to be where men provided.
That's a whole laundry bag in the back, beloved, with one of them Family Dollar / Walmart 3-drawer resin or plastic storage containers. Something that you wouldn't have, or at least I wouldn't have out in the open where people could see because it's not stylish. I would have that in maybe my closet. You know, I was trying to store my extra scarves or my winter shirts or whatever. And I put those in that, but that's in my closet. I'm not using it as a substitute dresser. It's literally just gonna be storage, and that's like sort of in a closet. You know, you don't pay too much because you're just putting your winter sweaters and blah 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 in it or whatever. And that's all. That's all. It doesn't need to be expensive, but it also doesn't need to be seen. You understand? She's got no bra on. She's got no panties on. We don't need to play this whole one. Now, let me come back to you for a moment. Thank you, Chano. And anyone else that I might have missed on a super chat. Did any of the clips that I played, does that read anything? Did any of her content that I played come across to you as loving or supportive of Black male mental health? Just yes or no. Did anything that I played so far of hers come across as supportive of Black male mental health and emotional well-being? Not at all. Right. Because she's calling them Dusty, she's calling them B's, she's calling them H's. She's not talking to the women, she's talking to the men. Her content is directed at Black men. We understood from one of the videos I played, y'all are talking to these Kevin Samuels, MFers, and blah, 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 got y'all lonely, because it's never any of the women's fault. Is this a therapist that a Black man would be comfortable going to, especially after witnessing her TikToks? Thank you, Miss Celine says she doesn't regret the video. She hates the black man. No, she don't regret them because she didn't even take them down. I don't think that there is a single Black man that really is concerned over his mental health enough to go to a therapist would be comfortable seeking her help, especially if he were to have seen her TikTok and her actual bias. Oh yes, Vanessa, this one was a certified therapist, not just somebody calling herself a therapist or just on the internet giving opinions. Nope. Clinician. Got the paperwork. Got fired. Thank you, High Frequency. Thank you so much, beloved. This is just like having a Caucasian therapist that you thought was cool and then running up on their social media and they got all kind of racist stuff. You're not comfortable now. Oh, you got a bias that you were open about. How do I know you don't bring that bias to your so-called professional opinions? You don't want to be going to a therapist and then realize that they've got all these hang-ups. Now, everybody got a little hang-up or whatever, but at bare minimum, don't come out publicly to express them, because y'all be thinking that the internet ain't interneting. The internet be interneting, y'all. Thank you, Philip. The internet is out here interneting. social media is out here social mediaing. Okay? Yes, I'm making these words up. And y'all don't think none of this stuff ever catches up with you. See, your digital footprint, it resides firmly underneath your appearance value. Your digital footprint is a huge part of your appearance value, especially when we're talking about your public image and people's perceptions of you. Everybody that comes into a public space, and the social media world is a public space. I'm in public right now the same way I would be if I was standing on a corner talking like this. I'm in public right now, which is why I show up with my hijab on, which is why my background looks the way that it looks, which is why I try to present myself as professionally as I possibly can. This is why the channel got cleaned up. If you notice, only if you've been watching, I no longer have profanity. And this isn't just a change for the channel. This is my change, my personal change. And then now I'm presenting myself as myself publicly. Thank you, Joe. So how can a therapist not see what she's saying is emotional abuse? Exactly. Because before, when I was wilding out, I was presenting myself as myself. Regardless of whether or not I take those videos down, chances are likely that somebody got a post of it or whatever. The internet is out here interneting. So these little TikToks, see these women, especially these women, I don't know where this come from. They think they can, just because they at home making a TikTok. Thank you, Pharaoh says she just get red pill and SYS being more fuel. Yeah, just because I'm at home making a TikTok, that's not private. If I post it publicly, it's public now. It's part of the public domain. It might be my intellectual property, but I still put it in for public consumption. I put it on a platform that is owned by a company which may or may not distribute it. So the content that me and any other content creator is putting on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, we don't own YouTube and Facebook and TikTok. I have to apply to YouTube. I had to apply for what they call a YouTube partnership to get monetized. YouTube had to make a determination on whether or not the content I put out is worth them cutting a check for it. And they reserve the right to shut my channel off for any breach of their guidelines, rules, and regulations. My content is on their servers. Now, I have my content as well, but it's still on their servers. Thank you, my names. Love you right back. It is what it is. I'm saying all of this to drive home the point that you are, that's why they call content creators after they get to a certain point an influencer. Your stuff is up for people to comment on. People react to my videos all the time. Sometimes those reactions are positive toward they agree with what I'm saying. And sometimes those reactions are vehement disagreements. They don't agree with what I'm saying. Thank you, Ricky. Said, why are women looking to make men think like them? We are men and they are women. A man's job is not to conform to a woman. This is weird to me. It is weird. It's gynocentric is what it is. So there are people who are responding and reacting to my content. I can't get mad, Kendra G. Because she mad that brothers like Thon Lexi from Black Light Podcast regularly comment on her show. Thank you, TH. Said since the world talks down to black men, she felt comfortable talking down to us. Also, she isn't the only clinician that shouldn't treat men. I had a black woman therapist that was very ineffective. Yes. Kendra G got mad, but what as a public media figure, she should already understand. Once I say something and it's on record, it hit the public airwaves, and people respond or react, it is what it is. It's there for public consumption. You're not going to like everything that everybody has to say. Right? But you gotta be able to be able to take that and accept that as a fact. No matter how positive your message is, somebody is not gonna like it somewhere. But that's okay. This woman thought that she'd be able to come to her TikTok and low-key expose her male patients' stories. Where do you think she's getting that stuff from? Why do y'all lie to women to clap the cheeks? So she had somebody, a patient of hers, that had come to her and maybe told her some things, and without saying no names or trying calling herself not breaching the doctor-patient confidentiality. Thank you, Lucid Experience. And Wayne said, Lucid said, this right here is why black men avoid being therapists. I've aspired to be a LMFT. 3% of them in the world are black men, but now I have reservations. And thank you, Wayne. She thought she'd be able to do that. Long as I don't say no names or allude to anybody, nobody can say that I'm breaching the confidentiality, which might be true, and that's not what got her in trouble. She still violated the trust, but that's not what really got her fired. So what I'm gonna play after my commercial break, I'm gonna play like 2.5 videos, like 3 videos. I don't know if part or not, because 2 of them are like 5 minutes long. So she's got a little apology going on, and then I'm gonna play the video, her latest video, in response to everything that she's been going through recently. Okay? So after these messages, we'll be right back.
When I'm training for professional competitions, men and women always ask me for advice. To women, I say push yourself harder than you ever have before and go beyond your comfort zone. Focus on your goals. Men, if I am willing to push myself to become Mr. Olympia in 2022, then I only have one thing to say to you. Bring your A game.
Here we go again.
Thank you, Mr. Bobby Bright. Said, notice it's mainly either rainbow women, feminists, or divestors that speak this way. There's black women all over the planet. Exactly. And we've got wonderful 362 likes already and about 842 people. So I owe y'all the bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button, bam, bam. You gotta See, I owe y'all that. I'm trying to be consistent, right? I'm trying to be consistent. So I can give you your thumb dance. And thank you so much. 1 second. I checked myself again. Okay. So what we're going to do, and the reason why I'm showing you these videos is because I need y'all to see what I see. So that when I say what I say, it actually makes sense to you. Before I show these videos, I'd like to draw attention to something Wayne said. Wayne Solomon said, this is exactly why I'm studying to be a therapist and mental health counselor. We need black men counselors that respect black men. I am 100% in support of that statement. The mental health institution is out here institutioning, okay? The institution is infected and infested with gynocentric thoughts, guidelines, and approaches. Okay? And many female therapists subscribe to it, and also male therapists can subscribe to it also. So I am 100% in support of any black man that wants to pursue being a therapist as his profession and his way of giving back to the community to serve other black men, because my brothers don't got nowhere to go. And sometimes you need actual professional therapy to help you get over the traumas and see things a different way. Whatever the case may be. So many times, because of not having anywhere to go, our men don't find any outlet that is safe. So our men feel like, I gotta bottle it up and I just gotta shoulder through it and I just gotta power through it. And if I can't power through it, that actually impugns his manhood or his concept of his own manhood. And if I'm off, tell me I'm off, brothers. Am I off or on? Thank you, Gamer Life said, thank you for touching on this talk of the tube. They need to strip her from her license, putting a bad name on therapy industry. And this is how another reason why people don't go to therapy. Yeah, I would agree. So let me know, brothers, if I'm off base or on base with that assessment. That's just my outside assessment of the situation. Everybody tells black men, just man up, just get over it, just do. And hey, if I've had a certain amount of trauma or whatever, thank you, Datorian, then I'm not going to just muscle through it. And this is part of the dehumanization of black men, that black men don't have a range of emotion that get affected by his life experiences. And that everything is ultimately his fault. If he goes to marriage counseling and the marriage is not quite working out, he got to automatically hear about what everything he doing wrong. She's an angel, he's a demon, and he just got to fix himself for her. Now, she ain't got to do nothing to contribute to the well-being and the maintenance of this relationship or anything like that. Anything going on in his life, everything is his fault. Thank you, Mr. Brown said, true. We out here. I'm about to start a session now. I was disgusted by her display. You're very right. We need more male therapists to process what we face uniquely. Exactly. And that's one reason, another reason why I'm so in support of Black men becoming therapists, to give each other a safe place to go. And Black men understand living as a Black man in this country and the unique challenges that even Black women like me, who are red pill, who empathize with Black men and the lives that they live, we don't know. You understand? I can never know. I can never truly get in the shoes of my brothers because I don't experience life the way he experiences life. He has a unique set of challenges that he faces that as a Black woman, even a Black woman that love him, I don't live that. So I can't really speak to it. I can empathize, but I can't really speak to it. Thank you, D. Said true. And when there isn't justice, we go full, throw them things on everyone. Yeah. So I'm definitely in support of Black men going into that field, specifically to help other Black men. Because you'll understand his plight from a personal view, and you'll also have that clinical, professional understanding and knowledge of psychology. So let me get to these little videos. Okay, we're going to hit the first apology video. I may stop and make comments through it. This one is about 5 minutes. Both of them are about 5 minutes long or so. All right, we ready?
Hello, I would like to make a video addressing my recent video calling for men to go to therapy. Now, I will say that firstly, I would like to apologize for the colorful language that I used, but I want to express where I'm coming from. So, as a clinician, my job is not to make people change. My job is to plant seeds.
Now, mind you, this one is just before she actually got canned. So she's getting like wind of it. So she's trying to do damage control prior to, in hopes that she doesn't get canned. All right.
And help my clients water the soil and cultivate it so they have a thriving environment to grow. That is my job. Now, from a human standpoint, I entered this field because I saw a dire need for Black mental health and Black mental health professionals, because I was not always met with support. So I apologize to individuals if you felt like my language was colorful, but I want you to know more deeply where I come from.
Now, before we let her continue, she's apologizing for colorful language. Beloved, don't know, we heard cussing before, and I'm not excusing it and saying it because it was unprofessional also. Her getting on and presenting herself the way that she did, highly unprofessional. But that was not the main issue at hand, baby, your language. Men are not quite offended by language. They were offended by you referring to them as dusties and bullet bags. That they were offended by the misandry and the gynocentrism. But continue on.
Few people have called into question my Blackness, which is to be expected. My personhood is questioned quite often. I chose to go into mental health because only 4% of clinicians are Black, yet there's 13% of Black individuals in America. So there's already a huge disparity. And I have made it my life's work to help fill that gap. Now, where my frustration comes in is I called for individuals to do better, but then my job got doxxed. I understand that people may not agree with my delivery or the things that I'm saying, but a major boundary has been crossed. I'm so passionate in my words because I'm tired of seeing men suffer. I'm tired of seeing you guys endure so much hurt and so much trauma and refusing to do anything about it when you guys have the power to do it. As a clinician, my job is to motivate and empower, and it came across angry and aggressive because as a Black woman, I'm also tired of being hurt. I'm tired of being hurt.
And there we have it. This is where you're really starting to see the lack of sincerity, okay? Because I'm tired of being hurt. Not, this is the lack of altruism. When you are altruistic in your intent, it's not about you, and you don't make it about you. You make it about that person. If you see that people need help, it's not about you needing. Listen, let me come back to y'all real quick. I got to come back to y'all real quick because I think I need to look at y'all when I say this. We here on the Crimson Cure channel, and when I say we, I mean me, I mean the people who come here, I mean my team that supports me and that supports this message of the 10 life values. We want to see the betterment of the Black community because that tide lifts all boats. Thank you, Lord Senator. So her job got dusted because she violated code of conduct. Right. And thank you, KB. So I've been watching you on and off for quite some time, but the first time catching you live, just wanted to share a little love towards you for all the love you are giving to the Black community. Thank you so much. And thank you, Nafara, says she seemed to be mentally ill. We here, thank you, Pharaoh. So my therapist wrote a book about Black women like this. Thank you, Devon, says she sounded like Anita Baker. I apologize. And not as sincere because she's still blaming Black men. Those of us here, like I said, myself, my support team that helps me put together all this content, the charts, everything. The Crimsonites that come here, everybody who has been helped personally, professionally by the implementation of the 10 life values, okay? All of us. We want to see the upliftment, the empowerment, and the betterment of the Black community because we want to see that happen. Any benefit that we personally get from that is a byproduct of that endeavor. You understand what I mean? It's a byproduct of that endeavor. So when I come here to talk about Black women or Black men, this isn't with some type of personal bone to pick. Well, I'm uplifting Black men because I sure need one of y'all to come over here and be my husband. I sure want. You understand? Yeah, I'm just trying to make some friends with some sisters. I just need a friend, y'all. If a friend come from it, all praise due. If a husband come from it, all praise due. But that's not the point. The point is the betterment of all of us collectively through the implementation, both individually and communally, of the 10 life values and instilling and practicing a value system that's gonna help us individually and communally reach a place of excellence in every area of life. Period. And like they say, period. Period. What good comes from that? For anybody personally, that's, you get a benefit from it. It's a byproduct. You're supposed to get good. You're supposed to get good when you give good. You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to get good when you give good. She's on here because I'm hurt. Hey, you're supposed to be the therapist. Ain't nobody ask you if you hurt. Good therapists go to other therapists to help manage all the energy that they're intaking and listening to. Good therapists actually go to therapy. So whatever issues that they have personally does not bleed into how they interact with their patients. So her little bias with black men, that was bleeding all through any interaction she had with a black man, or any black woman that expressed that her issue was black men. She was in there girlfriending and high-fiving. Girl, you need to leave. He dusty, girl. Go ahead, leave him alone, girl. Do you, girl. She got other videos talking about if you want to be a thought, go ahead, be a thought. Go ahead, be out there. You a therapist? The same one you telling to go ahead and be a thought is the one that's going to come back to you 15 years later, a old 304, ravaged by all the bodies, and with a broken mindset because she let all these men, run through her. And you don't see that as a problem. Thank you, Miss C. Latterman, for just coming in. I have to start from the beginning. That being said, this female has clearly become butthurt, pun intended, with men while getting her obviously pointless degree. Love you, Miss Kendra. Keep cooking them. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And thank you, Alan said, one of, if not the best channels on YouTube. Protect this empress at all costs. Thank you so much. Thank everyone for your much appreciated support. But we gonna go ahead and go back to this exhausting apology, y'all.
I'm tired of being hurt by the very entity that I love the most, which is the black man. I have made it my life's work, dedicated myself to encouraging and uplifting black people, especially the black man. But my words came across very, very spicy because you guys are dying. Whether it be gun violence, whether it be you guys killing each other, whether it be you guys killing yourselves, because you endure a lot. And I see that because I am your other half. I am your partner. I am your equal. I am not your enemy. Despite the words that I used, I want you guys to understand that my message is clear. You have to grow. You have to move and shift as a person. But sometimes you cannot do that shit alone. Men depression rates are skyrocketing. Men's suicide rates are skyrocketing. I'm not making these statistics, I'm just drawing light.
let me pause that right there. So if we know that black men will delete themselves at a higher percentage than other demographics of men, if we know that black men have a harder time in this country in various different ways and aspects than other demographics of men, why didn't you approach them out of a place of love and concern? Why did you approach them like that? These are the same ones that want you to baby them. Just like over here in the corner, you got these comments. They were so focused on tone policing you and the delivery, they missed the message. Ain't that the kettle calling the pot black? Y'all, don't nobody police tone more than a group of butthurt black women when you start talking about all of the craziness that they get up to. That was their main concern with Kevin Samuels. And, just the way he talked and, the way he put it and the tone. It was just the delivery of it. You missed everything he said about what black women are doing and how it affects black men, how it affects black female relationships, because you were so busy being mad and being bitter and being butthurt that it applied to you. And it applied to so many of you. That's why you was mad. Same reason you be mad at me. Same reason you get mad at Danica. Same reason you get mad at Chantel. It's the same stuff. Because we telling you what's going on without sugarcoating it and without, poo-pooing and tutuing and babying you through it. And because didn't nobody pamper you through it, now you, it was the tone. Girl, if you don't knock it off. Anyway.
On this topic, forgive me if I seem passionate in my words. I'm only passionate because I'm tired of seeing black men die. I cannot articulate the feeling of the perpetual trauma that I have experienced, that black men have experienced, that I am beyond tired of seeing. I have children who cry in session because they wonder why their dads didn't show up to their birthday. I have teenagers who don't feel important because they didn't have someone to tell them that they love them. They didn't have that strong male support to make them feel like they're okay. And I'm only coming from a place because I didn't have that. I love nothing more than to see the black man prosper, but y'all are not. Y'all are not, and it's hurting me. So I apologize for saying y'all are dusty. I apologize for that, but my message is clear. Y'all are hurting, and you desperately need to talk to someone. As a black woman,
for 29 cents a day,
I see you.
You can feed these
I
unfortunate
have been
children.
there for you. I have dedicated
sick,
my life
dying,
to listening,
starving,
so you can heal.
just for
The
29
generational trauma that has been
cents
inflicted
a day.
upon you since our arrival in this
You
country.
too can
The black
sponsor
family
one
has been
child
systematically
in
dismantled.
Ethiopia.
And you're only upholding the
Make sure they
dismantlement
have running
by
water.
not fixing yourself.
Make sure they have food.
I may have projected some of
Shelter.
my personal
For
feelings,
29
I understand that I'm a human being,
cents a day.
but I'm only projecting from a place of hurt. Some of the deepest, darkest things I've experienced have been perpetrated against me by black men. But I see that y'all are coming from a hurt place. Hello.
And I was purposely talking over her. Y'all know that's what she sounded like. One of them ASPCA commercials where they just show the little puppies and stuff. Thank you. We got to get to these super chats. Okay. Alan. DZ Wizzolini said when it was time for her to say why she was fired, she conveniently forgot to mention the thotty and vulgar advice she was giving to women. She only mentioned blamed men for their response. Exactly. And thank you, K-Ron, says she only apologized because she got doxxed. You can't uplift black men by insulting them. She kept insulting black men during that weak apology. She knew what she was doing. She never thought she'd be held accountable. My apologies for any other super chat that I might have missed. Please forgive me if I missed. Thank you once again, Miss C. Latimer said, ooh la la. Me back up singing. All right. Right, back me up, sis. Thank you so much. But this is what, so I'm gonna go to the second video, or I should just go. We already at my hour. We going over time a little bit. Do y'all want to see the second part of that apology, or do you want me to go ahead and skip to after she gets fired? Which one, y'all? Put a 1 if you want this the second half of the apology. Put a 2 if you just want me to go ahead into the real business. So they say play it all. I got a good mix. Okay, so we're going to play the second video because I got like almost a 50-50 split. So we're going to play the second video, the little apology, as it were.
Society is already very difficult for Black people in general. And for people to call into question saying that I hate Black men is asinine to me, because Black everything matters. Black everything matters. When they see you walking down the street, they don't see a human being. They see what's been perpetuated in society. They see what's been
Ironically, so do y'all hyenas. Y'all see Black men the exact same way the rest of society sees them, as inhuman, unworthy of respect, unworthy of empathy, unworthy of simple human treatment.
Perpetuated in the media, that you're aggressive, that you're violent. But I know that these behaviors that are being exhibited are actually depression and anxiety. And unfortunately, society has taught you that anger and lashing out and fighting back is the only acceptable response. I am pleading that y'all seek help, because women are hurting. We want you.
Because the women are hurting. The men should seek help, not because they're hurting, but because the women are hurting. Y'all hurt yourself. Y'all did it. You brought it on yourself, like Martin said. Y'all brought this on yourself. Y'all rode the feminist train to the end. Now you see the train coming, not even into the station, but about to hit the metal things. You know what the metal things at the end of a train track. Y'all about to hit them going full throttle. You rode the feminist train. You didn't need no man. You denigrated all the men. You broke all of the relationships down to a transaction and money and getting flued out and all of this other foolishness. Y'all did this. Y'all taught men how to disregard you. Y'all taught men how to pay for you, how to pay for your sex and then leave you alone. Y'all taught men how to do that. Now the women are hurting. Thought you didn't need no man. You was the same one giving advice out here talking about women should thought it up. Which is the number one reason why these women can't get married, because they spend their best years on the carousel. And then they hear a therapist co-sign the foolishness. Come on.
You to be better, but I'm getting attacked. People are calling my employment, asking that I get fired because I want you guys to be better. Again, like I said, I apologize for my delivery. This is a little spicy sometimes. But just know that my anger and my frustration and my passion is coming from a place of needing. I need y'all to heal. I don't need it. Society needs it. You need it. Have enough pride about yourself to want to do better. I understand I might not be the clinician for everyone, but I'm damn good at my job. I understand I might not be the clinician for anybody, but I've sparked a conversation. I've shook the table. If the words that I'm saying are resonating with you, please go talk to somebody. If there's a gap, fill that gap. Become counselors, become mental health professionals, so we can heal each other, so we can heal ourselves. All that I ask is for men, Black men specifically, just to build a greater awareness of yourselves. That's all that I ask, because your lives can improve radically as a result.
But that's not what you did. That's not what you did. That's not what you said. That's not the energy that you had before. No, keep the same energy, sis. After you done got your little memo from the job, no, get on here and keep that same little energy. Don't switch it up. You didn't come with this level of concern. Your channel wasn't a good representation of the level of professionalism that you show in office and when you deal with patients. If you wanted to do a social media thing that didn't have nothing to do with your job and it wouldn't affected your job, you should have done that. You say you are an artist and a jeweler, you should have had a separate TikTok page or whatever where you did your artwork and you talked and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure if you had kept your content real innocent like that, nobody would have had a reason to alert your job, and your job in turn wouldn't have thought that you had breached or misrepresented them in any way. I know, we checked out her TikTok. All she do is, she'll sit and have a little bit of a talk while she make jewelry or whatever. Like, this is not a breach of anything. But no, you wanted to get on TikTok and twerk as you degraded and berated Black men. Because accountability is not for you.
Full transparency, accountability moment. I was a dusty bitch till I fucking went to therapy.
Newsflash, beloved. The way that you come across on social media, that little assessment is not to be said in past tense. Continuing.
I didn't realize that I was in an abusive situation. I didn't realize that I wasn't communicating effectively. I didn't realize all of these things about myself until I went and talked to someone. And I just pray and want that for you. I want you guys to feel seen. I want you guys to feel heard. Because you deserve it. All of us deserve unconditional positive regard. And I may not have shown that in the video because it's the internet. But when it comes to session, I am open. I provide a therapeutic, non-judgmental space because that's what the fuck we deserve. Because this society is not kind to us. It never has been. So we have to create that inner peace. And in order for you to do that, you have to be able to express things that you have been through. You have to expand your emotional vocabulary. You have to want it for you.
Just 29 cents a day.
You may not like what I say, and you may not
adopt
even like me, and that's fine
one of
because you don't
these
know me on a
loving,
personal level. I get that.
Wonderful, beautiful animals from the ASPCA.
I just want you
Please
guys to
contact an ASPCA office near you as
that
soon as possible
I'm not going to
so
stop
that
talking
you
about
can
these
sponsor
issues. I'm not
one
going
of
to
these
stop talking
wonderful
about healing.
pets.
I'm not going to stop talking about the betterment of Black
These
people.
pets have been
because it's
abandoned,
me.
abused,
I am a Black person
traumatized.
who
But you can
endures
help
the
heal
struggles
them,
and the tribulations
bringing
that
them
Black
into
people
their
endure.
loving,
I
forever
know what
home
it feels like to be marginalized.
for just
I know what it
29
feels like to be
cents a
counted out.
day.
I know what that feels like.
You can
So I
provide them
apologize if anybody
with the
felt that I was
necessary
coming at
medical
them
care
or
that
felt
they
shame
need.
and anger. Those aren't good emotions to feel, and I completely empathize with that. But my message
Thank you to all the other super chats. Karen, thank you. Terenzo, thank you. So Karen says she needs some milk. Right. Terenzo said having therapy for military issues while society ignored the breakup of my family and I healed myself is why I say therapy from strangers is a BS psychological mind game unless one heals oneself. Now we'll get on to the real thing. This is you'll hear it. I don't even have to preface it. Here we go. Thank you, Bebe. So this is why it said to attack those pockets. Oh yeah, rinse due. She needs a Netflix special with this end scene. Here we go. This one's just 3 minutes.
Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these hoes, but got her job terminated as a result. Story time? I think yes. Shit you not, I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence, and I shit you not, by Friday, didn't have employment. All of
See how that was simplified? That's not quite, you didn't quite come with that positive energy. All I did was say statistics. That's not what you did. From that video to this one, that is not what you did. I'm loving how she's a therapist that supposedly brings the attention to everyone about the accountability that they should have in their life, but she not taking none.
All of this started with a Psychology Today article stating that men are lonelier than ever because they have no fucking emotional skills. And I agreed and doubled down and told y'all that y'all lives would radically improve if you expanded the shit that came out your mouth. But instead,
mind you, she showed up again with this little hoodie on with whatever she got on under there or don't got on under there. You never know because the hoodie's longer than either the panties that she got on or the shorts that she got on. Whatever she got on as bottoms, you don't know.
of healing, y'all will do anything but that. Instead of being accountable, like, hey, this bitch see me, and stirred a little bit, y'all got so hurt that you contacted massa. That's exactly what happened. So first the post goes viral on Twitter, cause y'all need fucking help. And y'all wanted to argue with bitches blue till they fucking blue in the face. Some of you hoes is not gonna be saved. And that's the conclusion that I've come to. So because this shit's gone viral, I'm thinking, okay, cool, we starting a discussion on mental health and people are, you might not like my fucking delivery, but motherfuckers is starting to talk, you know, shaking the tables, I don't give a fuck. But then it turns into this entire crusade of attacking a black woman who serves the fucking black community. There were comments like, I'm gonna find her credentials and report her, cause I told y'all to be better? Yeah, y'all are fucking weird. Y'all scream that y'all want to protect women, protect black women specifically, but have done nothing to protect this black woman who has been serving the communities. I have been violated in several areas, and I'm gonna outline each one. This article was written by a fucking black woman, putting my full...
Now, she blames black men for this, but that's another black woman that thought, this is how you're presenting yourself on social media, and wrote an article about you.
Government and my place of employment. So being doxxed by a black woman can't fake, kind of fucking hurts, and she never once reached out to me or contacted me so I could spin my side of the story. This is the article that spooked my fucking job and got me fired. Not only
The article got her fired. But we wouldn't be able to write articles about your behavior online if you wasn't behaving in a certain type of way online. Because if the article is full of lies, guess what? That's a lawsuit. Especially if you get fired from somebody coming on and lying about you and you can prove otherwise, or they can't prove with any evidence what they're saying, that's a lawsuit. What do they call that? Libel? Slander? Defamation?
did she not have any regard for my safety, many other articles have been written as a result. Here are a few of them, just to name a few. Black Twitter has words for therapists scolding men to go to fucking therapy. Y'all attacked me and got mad at me because I wanted better for y'all. That's the most crab in the barrel bucket type bullshit I've ever heard in my fucking life. A plethora of black men decided to take it upon themselves to call my employment to get me fired. You succeeded, but you succeeded in not the way that you think. If it's one thing about black women is that we're incredibly resilient. This just cleared the table to give me space and opportunity to educate the masses while shaking our asses to healing because y'all got mad because I wanted you to do better. I was told they consulted with shareholders and decided to terminate my contract because I told y'all to go to therapy. That's the world we live in. Well, hello.
I love how black women never take responsibility or accountability for anything. They were able to write articles because of how you do what you do. You can't just do anything on your TikTok and don't think that something is going to happen to you. Once these companies catch wind of the stuff that you do and they don't approve, you're out of there. Thank you for all of the super chats that I might have missed. Thank you, Ink Pen. Say, Crimson, you straight out 79th Street. You ain't taking no prisoners. No accountability for anything that's being done. It's everybody else's fault. And not saying, you know what, I did come here with some real interesting energy. Nope. Educating the masses while shaking our A. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. And that's supposed to be funny. That's supposed to be cute. The upholding of the lost value system. That's supposed to be cute. The only reason why she got people in her comment section cheering her on is because this is the type of therapy that black women go and get. The one that don't hold them accountable. The one that say it's all black men's fault. For everything, for every bad decision, is somehow it get twisted back to a man. Never their own decisions as grown adults. And even within this so-called apology and then coming back and doubling down on the stupidity like she doubled down on it, you still doing the very thing that got you fired, which lets me know you didn't learn no lesson. No self-reflection. No saying, well, let me take a look at everything that's been going on. You can't tell me you didn't know it was offensive because you were trying to be offensive. And you thought the backing of the sisterhood would shield you from getting dealt with. But not every black woman is of the sisterhood. Thank you, Eric. So this woman is a whole entire adult adolescent. Yeah. See, every black woman isn't part of the sisterhood. Now, I have not read that article. But whatever was said in that article, it was enough to spark a different conversation than the one you wanted. And it was that conversation that piqued the interest of your employers, that got them saying, we don't like that. Because y'all get on TikTok to try to flex and have all of it, just like that white girl got fired from her job because she wanted to get on TikTok and flex about how much money, and she revealed her salary, which she wasn't supposed to do. And she not only revealed her salary, she revealed the fact that she had gotten a raise by like $20,000. And then her job caught wind of that and terminated her. You don't have to worry about that raise no more. Because you can't do that. Other employees probably caught wind of that and was like, wait a minute. I've been busting my butt and been here putting in years and I don't get that pay. How's she a new hire getting that pay? That's why employers tell you don't divulge your salary with other workers because they're paying you different. But she wanted to flex. And she tried to dress it up like, I was just talking about, the increase in taxes I'm going to have to pay. Right. You could have said, man, I got a raise. Now I got more taxes I got to pay. You could have said that, but no. You wanted to flex that you was now making $95,000 a year. You wanted to flex. Okay. This one wanted to flex. She wanted to get on TikTok and flex that she was a therapist because that was her way of throwing her education and her profession in everybody's face. And her behavior behind it got her axed at the job. One more thing before we go. Thank you, Majid, at Trading Money and Security for likes. One more thing before we actually get out of here. This is Black women support. Hyenas. This is what y'all call supporting black men? Getting online and degrading them and belittling them and calling them names and showing a lack of empathy to them. And this is what y'all support look like? And black men are supposed to feel loved and supported by y'all? This is what y'all be talking about when y'all be saying, man, I always support black men. This is what this looks like. Is this what y'all been talking about? Because this is a horrible example. Is this what y'all be talking about? This is how you uplift or empower and support your men? By breaching their trust and then talking about them like a dog? And telling them everything going on with them is their fault? Instead of giving them the tools that they need in order to better their life and better their situation. We got better tools over here with the 10 life values. I can give you a tool right now. And guess what I don't have to do? I can present this tool to everybody in this chat, male and female. And we can talk about reaching excellence in our spiritual value. And we can talk about reaching excellence in our health value. And we can talk about reaching excellence in our family value. And we can talk about reaching excellence in our appearance value. And we can talk about reaching excellence in our dwelling value, in our mobility value, in our educational value, in our professional value, in our leisure value, in our wealth value. And everybody in here that is within the sound of my voice can get something positive from this, because the 10 life value system is a system that helps us to organize how we think about our lives, and more importantly, become accountable to ourselves about how we are approaching these things. To get us to think about that in a very practical, measurable way. Think about your spiritual value. What kind of person am I? What are my principles? What are my core values? What do I really hold sacred? What do I really hold, as valuable? Who am I on the inside? Am I the person on the inside that I want to be? If not, then there's a way to work on that. What about my health? Am I pudgy? Am I overweight? Do I have chronic health conditions? Do I have mental health conditions? Man, when I look back over my life, I am operating in sort of a kind of a dysfunctional way. I kind of know where it comes from. Let me seek the type of help that I need in order to get myself together. It's a way to be accountable to me. Because if I say, man, I'm unhealthy and overweight, but I know about the 10 life values, soon enough, eventually, I'm going to have to come to a decision about that and say, am I going to make the decision to keep being physically unhealthy, or am I going to take steps in order to get to a healthy place? It makes us accountable for it because it brings it to mind and it brings it to the forefront, because we have to act on stuff we know. And the way in which the 10 life values is presented, it takes the mystery off of it. Thank you, dear Philip J. So we're not vaguely talking about how I got to get my life together, but without any sense of direction on where to start with that. The 10 life values gives us not only a starting point, but it helps guide us through that journey or those journeys. That's a tool right there. And I didn't have to degrade nobody to give it. And I didn't have to tell black men, well, it's your fault and blah, 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 blah. And, y'all dusty and y'all stupid. And I don't even do that with black women. We'll talk about a hyena all day. But there are black women who never comment here that hit me up in the back and say, I'm a recovering hyena. That their words, not mine. And tell me the 10 life values is getting me in order. I didn't even know how out of order I was. I didn't even know. I thought I was doing all right. I really did. Until I started listening and I started trying to look at the 10 life values and assess myself according to them, and I wasn't nowhere near okay. It's a tool right there. And we don't got to downgrade nobody and talk negatively to nobody to present a tool for them. No, I don't degrade black women, but I do talk real slick about these hyenas. I talk real slick about that. Yeah. Because if a hyena is not ashamed to be out here ruining her life, negatively affecting the lives of her children, negatively affecting the lives of the men and the family members around her, negatively affecting the lives of the community around her, negatively affecting the lives of everybody she touched, if they not going to be ashamed to do it, I'm not going to be ashamed to say it. Y'all, let's get on this A game, y'all. Let's get on this A game, this A game, this A game. This is the love that we have, that a lioness has for her lion. And we show that love by showing a concern for our lion's overall health. A game is the number one, the premier, the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme of herbal solutions for men's overall health. It addresses his vitality, his energy, his strength, and his libido by addressing the blood flow in his body. There's nothing but 21 powerful herbs included in A game. There are no artificial ingredients, and there are no inactive ingredients or anything like that in A game. So if you want to be on your A game, on lionesses, if you have men in your life and you want them on their A game, all you have to do is click the link at the top of the chat, agameherbal.com, and please don't forget your 10% discount using the code Kendra10. All right? I want to thank everyone for coming through. I want to thank everyone for their very generous and well appreciated support through Super Chat, through Cash App, and through PayPal. I want to thank my support team for always being there for me and giving me what I need to bring this content to everyone on a daily basis. And I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.